What up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with the review for Love During Lockup Season 3, episode number 66, you guys. The episode was titled By Felicia. So, you guys, before we get into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and are not subscribed to my channel, I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me foot the bill at the end of it. Do me that favor by liking the video, turn your notifications on, and subscribing to the channel and sharing the video, that is. And you guys, with that out the way, without further ado, let's discuss Love During Lockup, shall we? All right, you guys, so I think we're gonna just start up with Haley and Dalton, because they're the one couple that I can do without. I really can do without them, right? So, you guys remember in last week's episodes that Haley went and met up with her lawyer, Buzz, right? And you guys remember that Buzz was telling Haley that $550 that Dalton asked for, he may or may not have helped his ex-girlfriend with that $550, right? So, Haley has taken it upon herself to go and see Dalton's mother. And I was just like, girl, what is this gonna help and do for you? Meeting with his mother. It does nothing, but hey, nothing Haley does makes any sense, right? So she meets his mom, right? So on her way to his mother's house, she's telling us that his mom has cut him off and she's not dealing with his legal issues. So Haley has taken up the helm, and she's helping him with his legal issues. We already knew that. And the issue that I have with Haley is the fact that you have your son Hendrix. You have done more for this man than you've done for your own child. Why? Like, where is the rationale in that? What kind of logic did you come up with in your head to say, let me do more for a stranger than my own flesh and blood, the child who came out of my vagina? What the fuck kind of sense does that make? Like, I just don't get it. So she met his mom. She went to the house, right? And child, even his mama said, I tried to warn you. I told you not to give my son anything like that. His mama knows that he is a manipulator and a user, right? I just don't understand it. Like, you have a son. It just makes no sense to me. And the fact that his mother tried to warn you was mind-blowing. His mother, the woman that gave birth to him, she tried to warn you about her son, and you still didn't heed the warnings, right? And then Dalton is talking about the fact that, some of his exes do reach out to him, and he'll text her to call her to have her to tell those bitches, his words, not mine, stop calling him. Haley, my girl, please make it make sense to me, because logically it ain't adding up whatsoever. Do you have a mental handicapped? Like, I'm just wondering, because you act a little on the special needs side, because that's dumb. I'm not saying special needs people are stupid. I'm just saying what she did was dumb. Child, I ain't got time for Haley. A hard head makes for a soft ass. But we're gonna move on, you guys. Oh, God. Maybe I should have did her last. Not last, maybe I should have did her first. You guys, let's talk about Gabby and Chris. You guys know damn well I can't stand Gabby. Gabby is rude as hell. Then when you, watching the episode, I kept hearing the horn. Now I realized it looked like she's in New York, right? And she just kept blowing on. I'm like, girl, you got, on top of being a rude B word, you have road rage. Okay. So one of Chris's friends from prison calls her, right? And he tells her that, Chris is in a different jail cell, and he thinks that the feds, he's in a different prison or jail, right? He thinks that the feds may come and get him, and that, he'll call her once he gets wherever he's gonna go, right? So in this episode, Gabby is finally meeting his mother and his sister, right? So when she meets up with his mother, she tells, his mother what the guy told her that called him, right? So what Gabby wants to do is Gabby wants to go where Chris is, right? And his mom was like, we can't, let's not do that, right? And, but his sister says that she'll go, right? Suffice it to say, that mama and her sister don't trust Gabby, right? I will say Gabby was right about one thing. They think you're a gold digger. They definitely think you're a gold digger, right? But I mean, if we're being honest, right? We're being honest. She kind of does give gold digger. Let's be real, right? I mean, think about it. Chris gave her $60,000. She did do one smart thing with it, paying off her loans, right? But let's remember when she went wedding dress shopping, the way she threw her fucking fit when the lawyer told her he had to get Chris's okay to get the money, right? So yeah, Gabby, you do give gold digger tea. Just saying. So Gabby and his sister left, right? And the sister got straight to the point. My mama don't trust you. I don't trust you. We think you're after my brother's money, right? And Gabby's like, well, he's the one that gave me the money, right? I never asked for anything. I didn't know anything about his money. True. You may not have known anything about his money, right? But once you did know about his money, you had your hands out like, gimme, 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 gimme. Let's be real, right? You had your hands out. So, yeah. Whatever, Gabby. Let's move on, you guys. Who's next? Okay. Indy and Harry, you guys. Indy. So, did you guys know that Indy's going to be on Love After Lockup? You guys know Love After Lockup. That comes back next month. So, we'll continue her storyline once Harry gets out of jail. Oh God, Indy is just, I don't know who's dumber. You got Santiba, you got Haley, you got Indy. I just don't know who takes the cake as the world's dumbest. Because you got Haley, who has been giving Dalton money. Well, shit, they all have been given money. I think they're all about neck and neck, huh? No, I think Indy's the worst. Because Indy literally has her daughter calling Harry daddy. So, Indy's preparing to go pick up Harry, right? You guys remember Harry's getting out of jail. So this fool has decided to go get 2 wedding bands that they're going to wear. Because you guys remember that they're spiritually married. They're not legally married. They're spiritually married, right? So I guess that was her way of saying that if they question her about anything, she'll have the ring on and she can say that they're married. Yeah, it's easier just to call you a moron, Indy. Sorry to say it, but you're an idiot. So then we see her mom, right? So her mom comes over. Now see, here's the thing. They're in a different hotel room because that room looks a lot different than that dirty ass, nasty ass room that they was in a few episodes ago, right? So her mama does not want to be there, and honest to God, I don't blame her, right? Like, it's like you're supporting lunacy. It's like you're supporting an idiot. Child, I just couldn't. I couldn't. I get her mama, wants to support her, but at some point you gotta say, what, girl, this is some dumb shit. I ain't for this shit. You look stupid. what the hell are we doing here and why? So, Indy, her and her mom, they're going to go to the jail, right? But they realize that they were too late, so they missed here, right? So what they're gonna do is they're gonna drive over to the halfway house that Harry has to go to, right? Indy, like I just said a minute ago, girl, your elevator don't ding do it. Common sense would have said, let's check, and because even if you took him to even if you had met him at prison, you still would want to. I mean, you have uprooted your life and moved from Maryland to Ohio, right? Common sense would have said, why do you ask an Iris this shit, right? Since an Iris has told you so much shit to do with Harry, why do you ask her, would you be able to visit Harry? Can he get out for the day? All this kind of stuff, right? You didn't even call the halfway house and ask them that. You wait until the last minute to ask them, right? So you called them at the halfway house and you're asking them, will you be able to see Harry? They said no. No visitation because of the virus, right? Then they told you he'll only get 3 phone calls a day and he won't get a day pass. And you upset. Indy, that's on you. You didn't do your research. So why are you upset? Make it make sense. Please. I can't with Indy. I really can't. All right, you guys, we're going to move over to Santiva and Tulsi. And then we'll wrap up with tying in Boston. So, we see Santiva. So, Santiva and her mother, they're out shopping, right? Santiva's mama tell her straight up, like, girl, I think that this is crazy. This is crazy. Amen, mama. So then she says, how do you even know what he likes? She's like, I know what my man likes. Like, wouldn't you know what your man likes? She's like, I would, but I would also know him as well. I was like, ooh, shade from the mama. So then, Santiva decides that she wants to call up Tulsi's mom, right? So Tulsi's mom answers the phone. She's like, hi, it's Santiva. She says, Santiva. And the way she said it, I was like, oh, she wasn't expecting for you to call her, right? Because you guys remember in the last week's episode, she said that, she and his mom text each other, right? I was like, ooh, because that mom was like, she sounded shocked, like, oh shit, it's Santiva. What the fuck am I supposed to say to her, right? So she's like, she's out shopping for him. She's like, why are you shopping for Tulsi? She's like, so I can bring him some clothes. She's like, Tulsi's been out for a few days now, and he's with another girl. I was like, oh shit, Santiva. Told you that motherfucker was playing you. I told you he wasn't playing you. Like, I know that in the last week's episode when he called her talking about something happened with his release. Girl, I knew he was playing you when the fool told you not to come down to Florida to get him or see him, to wait. And girl, you didn't see that? Nah, Santiva didn't see it because Santiva was so focused on penis. That's all she was focused on was penis, which makes no sense. So then she goes outside and she's all dramatic. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. Stop. So then we see her. She calls her friend up, right? And she tells her that, Tulsi's gotten out of jail, right? And he's with another girl. So she says, get the girls together. So she meets up with her friends, right? So then her friends were like, why don't you look him up on Facebook? So she tries to find him on Facebook. Come to find out, he blocked on Facebook. I was like, oh shit. Again, he played the fuck out of you, Santiva. And honestly, you guys, I really do feel bad for Santiva. But damn, girl, how do you get played by a fucking inmate? Child, it is what it is. So the one friend went and got her laptop, right? Went on Facebook, found a Facebook for him and, child, I forgot what the girl's name was. Kayla. Is that what her name was? Kayla? Tiffany? I think it was Kayla, right? And lo and behold, on this Facebook page, it says that Tulsi and this girl are what? Engaged. And it had her phone number on there, right? So they call up the girl on Facebook and no answer. Her voicemail was full, right? So now Santiva is pissed. I'm like, girl, you should have saw that. You could have. I mean, Stevie Wonder could have saw that one. The fuck. All right, you guys. So now let's move over and close the episode out with this nutcase that is Ty. All right, you guys. Let's wrap up with Ty. I cannot with Ty. So Ty called Boston up, right? And she asked her if she's ready to meet up. And she says, yeah. So the thing that threw me was when Boston said, are you ready to talk as a woman? I was like, Boston, you got some goddamn nerve. The fact that you asking her, does she want to talk as a woman? You have been playing on her phone. You've been playing on her phone. You uploaded a whole nude of her. And then you have the gall, the audacity to sit here and ask her if she is ready to talk as a woman, right? Then Ty. Oh my God. I can't with Ty. So you guys remember I just told you that Ty told her where she is, right? Ty has literally invited Boston down to her job. I was like, you did what? So Boston walks up. Now, did y'all see how Boston was walking with them shoes on? It's like she knock-kneed, bow-legged, pigeon-toed, something. Because I was just looking at her legs. I'm like, girl, why are you walking like that? Actually, she looked like she was knock-kneed. Because it was just like, girl, why are you walking like that, right? So Boston walks up to Ty. Ty said, Boston? She said, yeah. And Ty said, pop. Oh my God. When she swung slow as fuck, right? And she connected, but I was like, who are you fighting? And Ty, a fly? Because she swung so slow. But then Boston didn't do it. But at one point, I noticed up under Ty's eye, she was red. So I'm like, Boston got at least a good hit off of you. But they were fighting in the street. And at one point, Ty kicked her shoes off. And she was talking about the fact that, you know, she done put her nudes all over social media. Her titties and her ass all over social media. Meanwhile, while she fighting, her titty has flopped out. I'm like, oh my God, Ty. I can't with Ty. But she's a mess, right? But that's it, right? That's it. That is it for Love Drunk Lockup. You guys, let me know what you guys thought about the episode. Leave your comments in the comment section below and subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on. Share the video and into the next one. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Socially distance. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Bye. So you guys will see Ladies Who List on Sunday. Because I haven't watched that episode yet. So you'll see Ladies Who List on Sunday as well as The Real Housewives of Miami. That's how we're going to do it.